Namaste. You're with Andrew at Yogi Moksha. Today we're working with breath, prana and movement combined in a short sequence we can use whenever we need energizing or a bit more focus and balance. You only need a little space, maybe a mat, and once committed to memory, maybe 10 to 15 minutes of your time. If you do enjoy this practice, please consider subscribing and try some of our other offerings. Typically, we start practicing yoga thinking about the physical body. We want stability and mobility in the physical body, so we work with our bones, connective tissues and muscles. And for many, this is the goal, this is enough. For others, an awareness of subtle energy develops and we want to explore this. So we work with developing our awareness of that energy, ensuring subtle energy channels are not blocked, and ultimately developing the ability to move that energy throughout the subtle body. In the Indian tradition, that energy is called prana. The daoists call it chi. You may have heard me talk about it during many of our practices. Today I wanted to show you that part of my daily practice that continues to develop my awareness of prana and my ability to optimize the flow throughout the subtle body, which I've found important to overall health and self-awareness. Prana is life force. It is everywhere around us, and we can absorb it through points on our body, including eating, drinking, and breathing. Prana is subtle and initially can be challenging to work with. So we use a less subtle representation of prana to start, and this is the breath. Breath is not prana, but we can more readily visualize the movement of breath within us as we develop our sensitivity to prana, which is within the breath, as it is within all things. In the Indian tradition, there are 5 forms of prana. Prana, the inward moving energy. Samana, the energy of digestion and distillation. Vyana, the distribution of nutrients throughout the body. Udana, the movement of the higher prana upwards through the subtle body. And apana, downward moving, expelling, exhaling. I use a brief series of movements repeated 5 to 10 times daily to continuously develop my subtle energies. Several years ago, these movements were taught to me as part of a Taoist practice, but over time, I have come to associate each movement with one of the 5 pranas and combine the two into something I find quite powerful. Once again, we see the similarities between Indian and Taoist traditions and how they complement each other. I'll demonstrate the movements slowly, and as I repeat, we'll gradually add the breath movement and appropriate prana, before repeating the whole sequence several times. I find 10 repetitions each morning, grounding, balancing, and energizing. I hope that you develop some benefit from this practice. I'm sure you will, but please let me know. Please enjoy. So we're going to start by transporting ourselves with our yogic powers to a beach location. Or we could just do the practice where you are right now. So once you're in your chosen location, just come to standing, mountain pose, Tadasana. I'll play the video of the movements quite slowly initially so that we've got time to coordinate movements, breath and prana, and we'll just start with the physical movements of the body and the movements of the breath before we start overlaying details of the prana types. So taking the feet hip width apart, looking forward as we inhale, take the arms out to the side, rising up, scooping up all the prana that exists around us. And as we exhale, bending at the elbows, bringing the arms down, out to the side, pushing, almost pushing away walls either side of us. And then turn the palms, bending at the elbows, inhaling, bringing the hands back towards the neck before we squat down, bending at the knees, pushing forward with both hands, exhaling, turning the palms upwards again, inhaling, straightening the legs, straightening the body, lifting the arms up again overhead, leaning back slightly, not too much, palms facing each other, coming down, again squatting down, arms come past the legs, just behind us, folding forward, arms come up behind us, exhaling before we inhale again, scooping up as we did before, scooping up all that prana or life force that's around us. And another cycle, exhaling, arms out to the side, palms up, bending at the arms, folding in, inhaling. And as we exhale, squatting down, bending at the knees, pushing forward with both hands. Palms up again, inhale, bringing the arms, straightening the legs, bringing the arms up over the head again. Maybe just arching the back a little bit, not too much, opening the chest. And as we exhale, we come forward, bringing the arms forward, down by the sides, bending at the knees, squatting, down again, taking the arms up behind the legs. Before we inhale, scooping up again. And maybe one more time at this speed, and we'll just go a little bit faster perhaps. Exhaling, arms out to the side. First of the 5 pranas. Prana, inward moving prana. Palms up, bending at the elbows. Samana, digestion, distillation of the prana. Squatting down, taking the arms forward. Vyana, the distribution of nutrients throughout the body. Turn the palms again, inhaling. Udana, lifting the higher prana we've just distilled. Taking the arms overhead, behind the head a little bit, arching the back a little. Exhaling, coming forward, arms forward, squatting down again, arms to the side and behind us. Apana, downward moving energy, exhalation, expelling, excreting, scooping up again, coming to standing, bringing the arms above the head. As we exhale, prana inward moving, pushing the prana down into the body. Turn the palms. Samana, bringing the prana back to the center of the body to digest and distill before we squat down, push forward with both hands. Vyana, distribution of the nutrients. Turn the palms, standing back up, raising the arms again. Udana, raising the higher prana. Exhaling, coming forward again. Apana, downward moving energy, exhalation, expellation. Inhale, scooping up the prana. And again, exhaling prana, inward moving energy, pushing out the walls, pushing the energy down into the body. Turn the palms, bringing the energy back towards the center of the body. Samana, distill, digest. Squat, pushing forward. Vyana, distributing the nutrients throughout the body. Inhale, taking the arms up in front and above the head. Udana, raising the higher prana we've just distilled. And exhale, arms down, apana, downward moving energy. Exhalation, exhalation. I'll just run through the sequence again at the same speed from the side just to give you another perspective. So we're starting from our Tadasana mountain pose. As we inhale, we're taking those arms up above the head, scooping up all that prana around us. And as we exhale, prana inward moving, arms out to the side, turning the palms upwards. Inhale, bringing the arms back in, samana, digestion, distillation. Exhale, pushing the hands out in front of us, distributing the nutrients we've just digested throughout the body. Palms up, inhaling, taking the arms up in front of us, up over the head, maybe an arch in the back, udana, upward moving energy. And as we exhale, bringing the arms back down the sides, downward moving energy, apana, arms up behind us. And one more time, inhaling, taking the arms out to the side, scooping up prana around us, hands touch above the head. Before we exhale, prana, pushing the hands out, turn the palms up, inhale, bending at the elbows, samana, distillation, digestion. Exhale, pushing the hands forward, vyana, distribution of nutrients throughout the body. And as we inhale, palms up, raising the arms in front of us, hands coming above the head, udana, lifting the higher prana we've just distilled. Before we exhale, bringing the arms back down the sides of us, squatting, taking the arms behind us, apana, downward moving prana, exhalation. And again, scooping up the prana, hands above. And exhale, arms down. So coming back now to the combined sequence with the movement of the breath, the prana, and the physical movements of the posture. Let's now just run through them all combined at a more normal speed. So starting in Tadasana, we're going to take those legs, feet apart, hip width. Raise the arms, exhale, pushing out to the sides, prana. Inhaling, samana. Squatting down, exhaling, vyana. Inhaling, raising the arms, upward moving prana, udana. Exhaling, hands coming back in front, apana, downward moving energy. Inhale, scooping up, hands above the head. Exhale, out to the sides. Inhale, hands back to the neck. Exhale, squat, push forward. Inhale, hands up in front, reaching back. Exhale, squatting forward. Arms come down the sides and behind, downward moving. Inhale, arms up the side, hands above. Exhale, prana, inward moving. Inhale, samana, digestion. Exhale, vyana, distribution throughout the body. Inhale, udana, moving the higher prana upwards. Exhale, apana, downward moving energy. Exhalation. Inhale, arms up the side, hands above. Exhale, pushing apart. Prana. Inhale, hands towards the neck, samana. Exhale, squat, push forward, vyana. Inhale, arms come up above the head, upward moving higher prana, udana. Exhale, hands come down, we squat, downward moving, apana. Scooping up again with the inhale, exhale, pushing out to the sides, inward moving prana, bending at the elbows, samana. Exhale, squatting down, vyana. Inhale, raising the arms, upward moving higher prana, udana. Exhale, folding forward, arms come down behind us, apana, and coming back to the center. So typically, I would repeat that minimum of 5, maybe 10, 15 times in the morning practice, and find it really quite centering, re-energizing. Take it slowly initially, nice and slow. Do 5 complete movements, see how you feel, and if you feel like doing more, great. As with all these things, don't overdo it. We want some tension in our muscles with this. We want to feel like we're pushing against as we push out to the sides and push forward. So unlike most of our yin, we are actually engaging those muscles. It's almost feels like quite a restricted, like there's some friction out there holding us back. So something to work against. And just try that. Try it for a few days or a week or so and see if you find there are some benefits. Incorporate it into your practice. Namaste.